Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another reading. I hope you've been well. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If any bit of this reading resonates with you, be sure to like it. If you're not subscribed yet, be sure to do so and comment if you like. I'd also like to thank my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, oversoul, and all sentient beings that walk with me in the highest white light, protecting me, you, and the messages during these exchanges. All right, y'all, let's get it cracking. Spirit, what are we talking about today? Come through, Spirit. What is it that you want us to discuss today? What's on the table at the grown folks table? Grown folks only. Look at this. Somebody tried to run off. As soon as I looked at this, I was like, I heard Bernie Madoff with all the money. You ever heard of Bernie Madoff? Bernie Madoff? Madoff? Yeah, I think it's a few documentaries about his thieving Ponzi scheme, trash, classic thievery stuff. But I'm getting like somebody trying to, again, make off with valuables that don't belong to them. I mean, I guess there's a mad dash or a mad scramble going on amongst all the karmics right now because good folks like you and me are cutting them off and they're out there starving and they're starting to do desperate stuff. Okay. Very interesting that this is what we're talking about out the gate. Like, Spirit is obsessed with this thievery type energy because people, the starseeds are meant to be on their paths and ascending. But then we're having to sidestep all these thieves along the way. So it is a concern. Yeah. This is about your life path, your occupation, what you do to contribute to your own journey and to humanity as a whole. Okay. Someone's trying to literally destiny swap someone's path as it pertains to what their gifts are and their contributions, what they're known for. Yeah. There's amazing fortune for you. They want that stuff bad. You know, the spirit can't stop talking about them. Look, they're trying to steal your ideas, your business ideas. It's backfiring real bad though. Really horrible tower moment happening for them with that 16. Okay, it's giving Scorpio, Aries energy as well. 16 also reduces down to 7, which is the Chariot, which is, again, the energy of this thief trying to run off with your niche, whatever your business ideas are, whatever you do, what you're known for. It's giving doppelganger energy because they know it's going to be very lucrative for you. It's going to be lucrative and prosperous for you because it's actually your path, and they want it, which is pitiful because whatever. I don't know. So let's continue. April 2nd, April 3rd, significant. March 4th, March 5th, significant. What we got? Did I say February 4th yet? February 4th, February 6th, May 3rd, April 3rd, June 2nd. It's all significant dates for whoever it's actually significant for. Okay, if that date doesn't ring a bell, it's definitely going to seem random because it's not for you. I can't believe I had a moron show up like, you're just naming all these random dates. They're not random for the people they're actually for. So get the hell out of here, okay? Anyways, it's either a date that's significant to you or it's not. Okay, do you also need me to spoon feed you, karmic, the ways in which it could be significant? Do you know what significant is, karmic? Birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, death dates, daggone graduation dates, the day that you finally decide to cut your toenails. I don't freaking know. Sheesh. That's what personal readings are for. Okay, that wasn't for my friends. That was for the morons that pull up trying to force readers to tailor collective spreads to specifically them without them doing any work or any investing because they're lazy little shits, okay? But we're not talking to them today. Maybe we are, though. Because Spirit loves to put people in front of us as cautionary tales so that we know how not to be. Just look at the comments sometimes. The morons will sprinkle in. I'll be like, all right. Get thee behind me. Anyways. Thief reduces down to 6, which is giving Gemini energy. This is a two-faced sucker. Okay? Jekyll and Hyde. Yes. The energy of the shapeshifter is in the building again. That's the energy coming off of that number now. It's not your lover. Maybe it is, but they're talking about a two-faced person, regardless of if it's your lover or not. The bottom line is they're fake, two-faced, okay? 35 is significant. 53 also significant. 24, 42. But 35 reduces down to 8, which is the strength card. Leo. Leo energy out here. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, or the season. 34 reduces down to 7, which is the chariot again. Somebody tried to burn rubber off with your stuff, but that's what you're about to do because it's yours. Like, idiots. Cancerian energy coming off of that. 26 is significant. 62 also significant. 2 and 6 reduces down to 8 again, yo. So it's got something to do with a strong arming type of an event. But remember, the bottom of the deck gave tower energy. So the blow up, the blow back is going to be just as powerful as well. So let's have one for thief. Oh, Spirit got a whole lot to say. Like, stupid. Look at them with the receive hand there. Oh, it's some feminine in your family. Crazy. Craziness. Let's have one for pathway. Have her try to steal this stuff and run off. Integration and union. Okay, so for some of you, it actually is a feminine that you have been romantically involved with or had children with. She's a thief. It's a thief. Because there's no gender in tarot. Usually it's not. Okay? But sometimes your ancestors will try to call out whether or not it has tits or testicles. Okay? Limitations. Yeah, like I said, they're trying to block you from excelling in your own independence and your own skill set. This is crazy. All right, let's have one for great fortune. Great fortune, spirit, ego. Okay. Yeah, someone was trying to pretend or put on airs. They're trying to pretend to, when I see vanity and pride, this is someone that's trying to high step in your shoes. Your great fortune is damage to their ego. They hate it. Crazy thing is that somehow this person feels like they're supposed to be able to get forgiveness for this. There's only one way out of this for a karmic, and that's to go through. The only way out is through. Okay? You don't get to sidestep your part of the responsibility and just get to the forgiveness part. No, you're going to have to wear that ass whipping. Okay? Apology, third eye. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, so this is somebody that tried to trick you up in love. Wow, that's crazy. Your two-faced person for a lot of you was someone who you were dating. They had a dark attachment on them that came into your life to try and thwart you and throw you completely off of your path, particularly your occupation. This is someone that if you decided you don't want to talk to them anymore, they would do childish stuff like call your job repeatedly or start message your job. Ugh. What your third eye has been able to see into them. Okay? They suffer from lack. It's hard for people who suffer from lack to see someone who's naturally skilled or serious about their skill set, a master at what they do. But you're experiencing renewal, okay? New chemistry. Definitely, please don't double back to whoever this is. And you're getting assistance from your spirit guides. Yeah. Very interesting. Not surprised because they outside hungry right now. Yes, they are. They want me to dip back over here to these catamasses. I know I don't do this very often, but we're doing it today. I like the additional angle that they give us in a reading. All right, Spirit. Let's have one for each of these kippers. Mm-hmm. All right. 24, the thief. What about the thief? Let's have a number for the thief. Let's have a card for the thief. Of course, it's a spade. You know, spades are like swords in cartomancy or in fortune telling, divination by way of playing cards. Now, the 8 of spades, my friends, is a card that's about change. It means that something inside has been triggered either by your circumstances or your will. So like I said, they out here hungry and they willing to steal. And this is the kind of motive that makes one do something that's completely unorthodox. It's the type of card that makes even a shy person decide to get bold as hell. Okay? So there are circumstances that made this feminine thief in your family or that you started a family with felt like they needed to go out on a limb to get whatever they wanted to get from you, to receive whatever this great fortune is for you. I want another one. What's up? They giving this person motives. They saying this person desperate. I just said that though. They desperate. All right. So now you have the 8 of spades along with the 9 of clubs. The 9 of clubs, my friends, it has the meaning that like maybe you've been trying to accomplish something and you're almost done. So this person can see you cultivating your path. They've literally been hanging in the balance, waiting for you to do all the legwork. And then jump in nice and desperate like and run off with it. Okay? This is about when you're finishing up projects and you're not starting a new one. Okay? This is a kind of challenge. This is a really challenging energy for someone who never finishes the stuff they start. So this is talking about them on their own path. This is why they just want to take yours. Because this is someone who never finishes stuff they start. You know them, those kind of people. They have zero follow through with anything. So this is why they want to just try and steal what you have coming or what you've been cultivating. Because they're lazy. They're lazy and they're desperate. I don't know how you be both, but they are. All right. Let's have one for pathway. All right, my friends. Now you have the 6 of diamonds. Now, you know, diamonds is equivalent to pentacles, right? So if we're talking about the 6 of diamonds here, then this is referring to someone whose creativity is on a trilly. This is you. Like I said, you got a lazy person because you constantly are able to cultivate things. People want to try and partner. The thieves are trying to partner up with you because you're like you're an idea factory. You're a manifestation factory. You just crank out ideas and productivity. You're a super, super creative force. Okay. So they're trying to jump on you right now because 6 of diamonds energy is when you've been creating so much that the way you're producing and the results you're getting are happening at a rate that's like 10 times what's normal. So their eyes then got big watching you. Okay. This is an intensely busy time for you. And it's another reason why they think they could just slip out with your stuff because they thinking you too busy to realize what's going on. Because you're focused. Okay. So just make sure that you're scanning the room, scanning your environment, your affiliations, because there's somebody around you that knows you're cranking up and they're trying to hitch a ride, so to speak. Okay. Now you have the 5 of diamonds. Okay. This is about going out on a limb. All right. This is a card of luck. This is about money, ideas, and creativity. And this is about when your relationships and all of the stuff surrounding your creativity or your money, your ideas are flowing smoothly. You have this flow going. Okay? When this card hits, it indicates that everything is on your side. You're winning. The thief can tell. The thief is over there, again, not fit, having any follow through on their own stuff as per the usual, and they see you taking off. They want in. They want what you have. Okay? This is also a card that talks about quality So if you're circulating money, you would not want to waste your money on small, meaningless things or crappy little things at this time. Five of Diamonds is about big ticket items, okay, that hold meaning, things that have weight. All right, so make sound, real investments right now, okay, instead of just throwing money around on useless trinkets that'll probably not be worth crap by next year, okay? That's the kind of energy you got around you. Your value, your stock is going up. You have more to lose because you and your ideas are that valuable. Look at that. Huh. Nine of Spades is like the Nine of Swords. You know, there's anxiety, energy, there's all kinds of crap like that going on. But the one thing that I learned about the Nine of Spades, and that I'm still learning, is that this is about someone who is a freaking know-it-all. Okay? So you actually do know what you're talking about. This is why you've got all this creative flow around you. But the thief is looking at you like, oh, you think you know everything. I feel like they want to try and do something to knock you down off of your high horse. They're jealous. There's envy here, big time. Okay? This is someone who this thief is looking at you like, oh, you always think you're right. But this is your actual path. Your actual path. And that's why it looks like you know everything, because it's for you. But they're hating on it. And this is exactly why they've been failing at trying to get it from you, because they don't know half as much you know in your line of work, your creativity. And that's why they look like a stupid, clumsy doppelganger. And that's why they hate you so bad, because you actually look like you know what you're doing, because you do. And so they're like, oh, you little know-it-all. Hater. You feel me? Now, I'll put this here so y'all can see it. Now, the bottom of the deck they're showing is the Eight of Hearts. And if I'm not mistaken, you know, hearts is like cups, you know? And so it could be talking about walking away from something, okay? But this is also talking about intense relationships. This is about strong relationships, strong marriages, and or strong business partners. This is a connection where you share more than money, okay? You have real chemistry, all right? So the bottom of the deck is showing that this is the type of energy that you're meant for. So it may be a partner, okay? A business partner. If we're just talking about business, a business partner that's been trying to undermine you. And this Eight of Hearts energy is meant to replace them. You're supposed to have a connection with a business partner that you actually have chemistry with, okay? That person is they're just letting you get all the leg work done and then trying to step in. Three of Clubs is about major responsibilities, okay? Because this is about people who understand the larger picture instead of a selfish person that's just trying to run off with the proceeds or the results after you and everyone else has done all the work, okay? So the Three of Clubs is about when you have major responsibility, but not much reward is kicking out. It's because you don't have this real chemistry with that, whoever the hell that is. They need to go. They are a dead weight is what this and this is telling me together, that whoever your partner is, your strong connection, they have a critical connection to you or had one, they were dead weight. Super duper dead weight, okay? We have September 8th, August 9th, the month of June, May, and September, again, are significant. If we reduce 9 and 8 down together, which is 17, that's giving the star energy. Yes. You are a shooting star. They can't stand it. They want to just ride your coattails or take it from you. Okay. 6 is giving that lover's energy. Again, it came off the Thief card. So it could be a past lover or just a partnership of sorts. Okay. And then we have the 5, which is the Hierophant. You're actually spiritually ascended. That's your occupation. Okay. And then, of course, the 9 is the Hermit card. So you have a direct link to the spiritual realm. Spiritual realm will give you or show you whatever jewels you come looking for in the depths with your lantern. You're worthy. Star energy is Aquarius, Gemini off that 6, Taurus off of the 5, and Virgo off of that 9. Okay? Leo off of this. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any one of those could be significant for you if this is actually your reading. Okay? So, okay. So there's a partner or of any sort. They're starting to lean towards this lover or Gemini energy very heavy. Either way, it's definitely someone who's two-faced as hell. And they're trying to wait. They're sitting on their lazy, desperate ass, waiting for you to do all the legwork, watching you cultivate and create at this record speed. And like, first of all, they're pissed. They're watching you like, Jesus, this person can't be stopped. I'm trying to slow them down. They can't be stopped. So I can't slow them down well enough to take it from them. So I'm just going to ride their coattails. They're trying either one or the other. It's a feminine energy. Someone that is family or that you consider to be family. I heard they may be from your hometown. But we're going to move on with the message. They out here trying to undermine you. Okay, look at this. We got the reverse 5 of baskets. This is someone who is not remorseful. They're not. They're not remorseful for what they're trying to do to you, what they're trying to take from you. 3 of coins. Yes, it's a colleague or someone you have done cooperative or collaborative efforts with. You're thinking this is a teamwork thing, and they're just trying to jig you and run off with everything. Reverse Son of Nines, this ain't going to happen, though. You are to stop working with this person. Pump the brakes on everything as it pertains to including them. Because they're not trying to help. They're just trying to wait for you to do everything and nod and say yes, with their fake two-faced ass. Wait for you to finish cultivating everything, and then run off with your ideas. 7 of Sticks is here. Your protections are too solid for this. They're finding that out the hard way, because remember we saw that Tower energy on the bottom of the Kipper deck. Yeah. You're too protected. And you getting these accolades. And this is what they hate about you. They like, you think you all that. But that's because you are. And it makes them feel like they ain't shit, but that's because they ain't. Okay. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Reverse Railroad Bill. That's the reverse Chariot. Yeah. Their foolishness stops. They've been trying to stop your glow up, but this foolishness stops. And the reason why it stops is because you're cutting them off, and they're in a reverse 2 of Knives energy, which it means they don't know how to make no darn decisions. They don't know how to cultivate their own mind, their own thoughts, and come to a consensus about nothing. That's why they don't never finish shit. Okay? Loser. So obviously, this is for most of you, it feels like it's professional to me, but there are implications that this could be a lover you may have tried to do business with, try to do a family business. They suck. They're lazy. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is telling you to cut them out of everything, because they literally calling them a thief. They're just gonna steal proceeds, steal income, because they may be getting a check like everyone else or getting commission like everyone else, but they're not doing a damn thing. That's stealing. That is stealing. They don't contribute enough to get anything. And look, hold on. So I finish throwing these together. Bottom of the deck here says best friend. So somebody may have went into business with their best friend or their lover or whatnot, but that person's a dead weight and they're stealing. And it isn't no, oh, I just can't keep up with you type energy. No, they're literally consciously hating on you because they think you think you're a freaking know-it-all. They're looking at you sideways like, you think you all that. There's resentment. Your success is conjuring up resentment out of them. They hate it. They wish they could stop you. That best friend of yours. Arizona is significant. Origins and or destination. Okay. Yeah. Get that bestie, that lover, that family member, whoever. Save your money. Did I not say you're not supposed to be spending money on no frivolous stuff? Only solid, sound, major investments right now. And that friend is not a solid investment. They got to go. If they ride together, they die together. All parties involved are screwed. So it may be more than one person on the team. Look at that. When the cat's away, the mice will play. They ain't doing shit. They got me cussing today. Let me reel it on in. They're not doing a darn thing. I can't stand people like that. Sagittarius, dang. All right then, so that's super Sagittarius energy out here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. This is also talking about Sagittarius season. This thing comes to a head during Sagittarius season for a lot of you. Costa Rica is significant. Origins, culture, or destination. All right. Shem Angel 43 is here. Veulia, dominating king. See, that's how your energy come across. Like I said, you're producing or you're creating or you're coming up with ideas at a rate that's 10 times faster than what's normal. Dominate in your field. That's why this person's looking at you like you think you know everything, because you do. Okay? 43 is significant. 34 also significant. April 3rd, March 4th. Reduce it down to 7, which is that chariot energy. Again, your spirit team is telling you to continue successfully heading towards your goals without them. Vile Vortex is here, number 9. Ayo, it's a Virgo that might be shiesty. Boy, this the Vile Vortex, one of the Vile Vortex cards, and number 9 is out here. That's that Hermit Virgo energy. South Atlantic anomaly. All right. That's off the coast of Brazil and the South Atlantic Ocean. So those places, those locations, that body of water may be significant, but either way, that if a Vile Vortex comes out, that definitely means it's confirming someone's foul. Okay? Oh, that's big. What was that, though? Lauvia, praise and exalted God. You see that? That's that 6 of Wands energy they can't stand about you because you're being openly rewarded and they're jealous as hell. Lazy bum. Lazy bum. You know, the kind of lazy bums that get in the comments and say stuff like, but you're not telling me exactly which job and exactly which place and exactly what day and exactly what time. Okay, that's because this is not a personal reading. Idiot. Look at this. Big freaking liar. That thief is a big freaking liar. Big freaking liar. They lie when that cat's away and the mice will play energy is out there. When you get back, you be like, okay, so did you run the reports or did you find out about this or that? Did you send that email? And they're like, oh yeah, I was going to get to it, but then I had to do this and then I did that, but I'm going to do it. They wasn't doing sugar. They wasn't doing nothing. They're a liar. They didn't call them people. They didn't send that email. They didn't drop the deposit. They didn't call the cleaning people to come and deal with the shop. They didn't get the thing fixed. They didn't order the tools. They didn't do none of it. Because they're scum. And you got to get them from around you. Because one of the reasons why you're producing so fast is because you have to. Because everyone around you is a lazy loser. It's time for you to go for self. Ain't no more 3 of Pentacles with this jive turkey. Okay? Northwest energy is significant. Northwest of any city, state, town, country. Significant. Street. That one stood up. Pray for peace and power. Yeah. Relieve yourself of their foolishness and relieve yourself of the stress that comes with them. Get them out the way. They trying to steal. Look, as soon as they trying to steal, here come Virgo. Virgo, come on now. Pisces moon energy out here. Sugar. I got time for them thieves. Thieves. Shem Angel 8 is here. Cajatel, adorable God. See, again, that's that 6 of Wands energy. You're revered and they hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can feel the envy. They and it's crazy because they're pretending to be on board and pretending to be your partner. And the whole time they hate you, yo. They can't stand to see people love you or to see you come up with the next solution. They're like, oh God, look at them. They think they know everything. Just complaining, loser, lazy, cunt face jerk. Anyways, I was about to say 8 is giving Leo energy, strength card energy, and there's the Leo moon. So definitely there's a Leo in the mix. Okay. They said, whoa, yeah, like I said, get rid of them. They said it's a spiritual cleanse necessary. Over the past 12 months and the next 12 months ahead, man, clear them out like they never existed. Boy, look. Toxic environment. I'm telling you, Capricorn moon energy out here. It's onward and upward, baby. Leave that thing out in the cold. Leo sun, you out here. Cock blocker. Like I said, crooked official. This is somebody. Oh, so these 3 together is telling me that there have been even offers that have come through or presented to your partner that you never heard about. Unseen opportunity up ahead. Yeah, they were crooked. They were blocking you. They didn't appreciate that. When that magazine reached out to the company because they want to do an article about you, you never heard about it because they were sick of people talking about you. They were blocking you. The opportunity is still out there, though. You just got to get them out the way. Go back and check all the emails, any accounts that they share access to with you. Look at this two-faced jerk out here again. To that acidic Gemini is a fake, selfish trash face. That's what they are. But if there are any accounts that you all are supposed to manage together, go back and check all that stuff. They've been holding out. They may have deleted stuff and forgot to empty the trash can. So go look in the trash can. Go look in the spam folder. Go look. Just go look. All right? This backfired and cracked their skull. Yeah. Because your ancestors said, oh, they can't go. Morning. And I know this is talking about the time of day, but I heard morning as in morning of death. They said, get them out of there. Libra season, significant. Anything more? Spirit. Cancer. We've been seeing your sound a lot. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Bottom of the deck is upgrade your diet. And they're not just talking about food either. They're talking about your intake and your outtake in connections, relationships, conversation, media, whatever it is. They're saying upgrade your intake and outtake in all the ways. All right. Because you're moving on to your best timeline without the thief. Leave their asses outside starving because they don't farm, they don't cultivate, they don't cook, they don't do nothing, but they still expect a plate. No. All right. That is your spread, honey. I hope it's been helpful. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you've yet to do so. Comment if you want to. If you're looking for a personal reading, just check out the description box for my email and shoot me a request. I'll respond with the rates in the process. Okay. All right. That's all I got for you right now. And until next time, peace.